Hi, Happy New Year and welcome to Big Screen Nation. First, I have to apologize for not being able to record last week. Well, I've been really ill. I'm one of the victims of this virus that I've managed to start struggling and pulling my way through. So now I've got a lot more energy. I'm still at home, still isolating, but I've got energy and the strength to continue on. Yes. Right, so today I want to talk about the new released movie from the DC franchise. It's called WonderWoman 1984. Gal Gadot, she stars in this again. She plays Diana Prince. If you're a DC fan by now, or if you watched the movie, you know that she's Wonder Woman. No secret there. And in this time, the main focus on this film is about a man called Max Lord, yeah, who's played by Pedro Pascal, yeah, who is in trouble. He's a businessman in trouble, and he's looking to try and find a way to make his business empire work. And he ends up finding it through finding an artifact, and he starts getting powers to grant people's wishes. From this point, the whole world starting to become in danger, hence why you need Wonder Woman to save the day. It's hard to talk about this film without it being a spoiler. I'm going to try my best to get through this review without making it too much of a spoiler. Right, so here it goes. I think this film was rubbish. The reason why I thought this film was rubbish, it had a very strong beginning. Very strong, entertaining beginning. You know, it felt like it was going to be a bit fun. You know, the way how you see Wonder Woman kind of deal with criminals in the beginning, in the very, well, not the opening scene, but maybe the second scene. It oozed funness to it. And then from there, you find that the film just went flat. It went completely flat, yeah? It starts, all right, let's go right back to the very beginning, opening scene. You have a scene where you have Diana where she's little, she's taking part in, you know, the games that they have. And, you know, she kind of, you know, is doing quite well in the games and ends up taking a shortcut, yeah? Right, she basically gets disciplined for that shortcut. Now, that was the opening scene of the film, yeah? I was waiting to see how this came part during the rest of the film. How does this link to the rest of the film? It just didn't. Where she's kind of getting all these naughty criminals who've kind of, you know, robbed the shop, you know, of some goods, and, you know, causing havoc around the mall, yeah? Now, in this scene, you have two criminals that basically, they've kind of broken up. So the four are broken up into two, and somehow, yeah, one of the criminals gets a bit desperate and kind of holds a girl over the front of the mall. I can talk about this because this is all in the trailers, yeah? All I'm telling you about is in the trailers, so it's not really too much of a spoiler. You've seen the trailers, you will see what's coming from this, yeah? So you've got this woman you got this little girl being held over, you know, over the edge of a high part of a mall, like she could drop down and be killed. And, you know, Wonder Woman comes to the rescue, yeah? Now, she manages to save the day with them. But then you've got the other two criminals that are in the background They're not in any clear sort of criminal things at the time. Like, they're not holding any guns to anyone or anything like that at the time. So she manages to know that they are part of them and manages to get them held up too, which to me didn't make sense because she didn't see them do the robbery. There's no point that you see them do the robbery. They didn't all stay together. So it doesn't make sense how she knew that the other two guys were, you know, part of the same, you know, the same group, the same heist. But yet they all getting caught and they're all getting done for, which I found was another silly thing, right? I'll talk about that because that's a part of the trailer. Yeah, there's some other weird things going on, like her man's suddenly alive again, you know, but that, I'm not going to explain how that all happens, but her man's weirdly alive again, and her man is, gosh, it is just really badly done. Even the attitude of Wonder Woman, like, she is just so, it's like having a character who you kind of like give the whole sort of nice, you know, good truth and justice. She's not like a Batman, right? This is supposed to be Wonder Woman, yeah? And she's supposed to be really nice. She's supposed to be a really strong character, you know, a real strong, positive role model for women and stuff like that. But in this film, she acts like a complete arse. She acts like a complete, it's just, it's almost like she's too stush for a lot of things. I mean, oh, it's like I really want to get tucked in. Right, I am just gonna talk about it. Right, you've got Kristen Wiig, who plays this character named Barbara, yeah, who kind of works with these artifacts and stuff. Right, she works in the same building as Diana, right? And she kind of like is sort of like her friend, like, yeah, kind of sort of like her friend. She's a, you know, that sort of nerdy character that kind of you know, is having problems in relationships and everything like that. And then she meets Maxwell, right? And they start to develop a kind of, you know, like a relationship thing going on. And it's like Diana is just being a classic blocker. Like, she's just blocking the relationship from happening, knowing that her friend hasn't had anything going on. And even it's like stuff like that. I felt like the writing was just poor. I mean, it's like, if they're gonna do that, I feel like they should give like Diana like real reason to kind of like say to her friend, you know what, look, I don't think this guy's no good because blah 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. I've seen people like, no, it was nothing like that. She just came in and just was kind of like being a party pooper, a blocker, you know. And it just didn't tie too well. It felt like there was so many things missing from this film, or they just had so many ideas put together and they just ran with it and didn't put a real proper structure to it or real reason or rationale to it. It was just like really bad, really bad. The first 1 hour after the opening scene, it's like you're not watching a Wonder Woman film. Might as well say it's not a Wonder Woman film. Because after the first open, you don't see Wonder Woman again. Like, till, you know, middle of the film, and then all this action starts happening, all these crazy things start happening. You know what, there is one really good scene, yeah? There's one really good scene in Wonder Woman. There's only one. I wouldn't even say it's a good scene. I'll say it's a good 1 minute clip of all the action going on that I felt really kind of is a nice little touch they gave with Wonder Woman. Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's a waste of time, a waste of effort. I'm just glad the actors got paid, because I think they deserve to get paid. Because I mean, this will go down in their resume of a bad film they've been in, and their acting was really good, but the way how everything was put together, it's just sadly a waste of time. So if I'm going to rate this film out of 5, I'm going to rate this film 1 out of 5. Yes, 1 out of 5. And the reason why I would rate Wonder Woman 1984 1 out of 5 is only because I could see the actors did a good job at how they were portrayed, how they basically did their job as actors. Yeah. The opening scenes were entertaining, yeah, and fun. But that's it. That's it. 1 out of 5, 1984 Wonder Woman.
Subscribe, it just takes a few seconds. It will help us out a lot. Just click the link below and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can join us every week.